I'm sorry. Hi, this is Tim who screwed up.
We thought we were on live and we were talking away. We still have trouble with this tech stuff, so I'm going to turn over to Tim in a minute. But I'm dressed for Thailand today. Just wanted to show you we go there next month, and I got this lovely top from Sally Anderson. Thanks, Sally. I will love it. And I'm going to let Tim on first. This is his birthday month, so the plan was to have him start. But of course, we messed everything up. Okay, so Tim, do you know where your birthday card went to? Right here.
Right here.
He got his first birthday card. He's excited.
I'm excited. Okay. Okay. Now look on there to see if this is such. You know,
You'd think when we do this weekly it would work, but people are here. Hi,
Good.
Brenda. Oh, it's working. That's all we needed to know. And Sharon, everyone's.
I'll get rid of my cough drop. You would think that after doing this for however long we've done it, that we'd get better at doing it. But there's certain times where you just maybe get flustered. Maybe I get excited about turning a year older.
That could be.
Maybe. It is my birthday month. It is my anniversary month. It is our anniversary month. Can't exclude Karen. And Father's Day. So anyway, the 16th of June is our anniversary. 43 years of wedded bliss.
Some years were better than others.
Saturday is my birthday. I'm 68 years old. And Sunday is Father's Day. We have 5 kids and 4 grandkids. So it's my trifecta weekend. Very, very fun. But I got my first birthday card from Patty Cairns, is it? Mm-hmm. Patty Cairns from the state of Washington. It is beautiful. It is beautiful. It's got a perch, I think. It's a perch and a seahorse and whales.
Oh, and it's an accordion card. I mean, it's a fold-out card, whatever.
Fold-out card.
Whatever those are.
And I used to play the accordion, so that works. May your birthday be as special as you are. Oh, that is so sweet. So sweet. So anyway, that is my first, but it will not be my last birthday card. And Karen is now, I'm going to be making a card later. And I'm going to use an embossing technique that I've never done before. So for that, I'm excited. Okay, Karen, it's all to you.
And I have 4 more birthday cards that I've received that I wanted to share with you too. So I said, this is from Margaret Helderson, also in the state of Washington. There are a whole bunch of names on there. I didn't want to interrupt him, but
Okay.
Welcome everyone. Let me just see if we put that down.
Okay.
Now start paying attention. Hi, Reed, Malia, Catherine, Barbara, Leslie, Karen, Joanne, wonderful. Jackie, Kim. Ooh, what a fun card is this? It says on the back, if it was a Hallmark, it wouldn't look this good. Oh, fun card. And you see how this has it's a fold out. This is another cool card that we haven't done where you make a frame in the top and then you pop it out. Anyway, can you see that well?
What did Donna say?
Yeah, things are working. Oh. Donna says instead of a wingman, Tim is the wing it man. That is so true. And you know what happened? He didn't know if we were live or not because I have to put in the title, and then he thought he got it erased, and then he thought, so forever late coming on, it's because we're struggling because we're always here. Hi, Jennifer. Oh, thanks. That's so sweet. Laura Reed. Okay, can you see this well enough, or why don't we bring the camera down because I think that's
Sure.
easier. Okay, so I'm going to show that card up close. Oh, and this is it looks like linen or burlap, or whatever, stained and dyed. But oh, how pretty! How fun is that? And this is from Paula in Ohio. Paula Bowie, however you say your name, you have to say it. Hi, Sue, Teresa, Marcia, Irene. Okay, gotta get this one out. Ooh, remember this? Love the carousel birthday. Nice. And there's a whole note that I'll read later. Love that card and love all the different coloring. That was just really fun. Claire Nema from Kentucky. Isn't it fun having friends all over?
And calligraphy.
Oh, she does calligraphy. Look at that. I'm sure she never has to come back from the post office with Tim saying, you couldn't send this. They couldn't read your writing. That happens often. Ooh, the cool treats. Love it. Oh, isn't that fun with a little spoon? Oh, and it's so hot here. That just really looks extra good. Oh, wonderful. Oh, look at that. Gorgeous writing. I don't know. And Rebecca Sadowski from Wisconsin. Oh, another beautiful card one. Look at that. All the layers of cards. Love it.
She even...
And she did the infold, so see, so I can use it again. So, but how pretty is that? Love it. And it's all the stacked things, so coupled with stacking. Fabulous. Oh, thanks, you guys. And I will put these on the blog.
Since it says best wishes, maybe next Thursday, Karen will send this to me.
Oh, okay.
Wishing me best wishes when it comes to making my card.
Actually, next week on our Facebook Live, Tim and I are each going to make each other an anniversary card, and I'm going to make Tim a birthday card. So that will be interesting,
Stay
and
tuned.
we won't know what the other is doing, so it'll be fun. Barbara has started. I don't know computer things. I guess I'm the last one to ask. Rebecca says she tried calligraphy once. She thought the teacher was thrilled that she didn't try harder. That's good. So, as you know, speaking of classes, Tim went to Vietnam because he flunked typing. I mean, he really was a terrible student. So, he got recycled. The next group, he went to Vietnam, and he wouldn't have gone to Vietnam if he had passed it. So, oh, Renee, you were just here. Oh, you're kidding. You should have come over to see me. She was about 2 or 3 blocks from here at a granddaughter's graduation. Not that, it'd be easy to slip out from that. But, hey, think of that. I'd love to see you. And Mary Burks is going to be here in 5 days. Mary is Tim's sister in California. And, Mary, I'm challenging you right now. If you're here next Thursday, I don't know if you are, but if you are, I would love to have you make Tim a card on Facebook Live, too. That would be very fun. She's also a demonstrator in California, and she does classes in Pittsburgh.
And that's who I made the card for last week.
Yeah, and that's who we made the card for last week. Okay. So the set, Teresa, it's the 16th, our anniversary. Okay. The set we're going to be focusing on today, to start with, is Crafting Forever. This is just a fun. And if you notice, this has a little @ Stampin' Up! For those of you who want to sell cards, we just need a little claimer on the back. So look, that would be perfect to put in your cards. But this is a fabulous set. And I'm just going to remind people, in case you missed it, this is how I store my stamps. The wide thing it comes in, I peel off the white. And now you'll know I have this many stamps out because I'm working with them. But this is a very fun set. So first I'm going to show you some really cool cards that I've gotten in swaps. Love this. Crafting Forever, Housework Whenever. And to see the paper pieced. Paper piecing is when you stamp and then cut out. So this is on Designer Series paper, and it's on a wood table. So very cool card from Stacy Lisk. And here's a fun card that we made the other night, and I don't know whose idea this was, but isn't that fun with just circles down the side? So we just stamped some of the stamps and put it in, and then do something creative every day. It's a great thing to live by. Oh, and here's another really pretty, just with a soft watercolor wash. Look how simple that is. And that is Becky Edson. I just love those colors. So you don't need to color things in. I think that just makes a really fun look. And, for all of us crafters, this is great. Hi, Julie, Barbara. Okay, and then, this is a really cute one. Notice how this one opens. It comes open like this, and then it flips down again. This is by Sherry Caspers. But how cool is that? So it's just kind of a fold card like that. You see that well? Oh, people are liking these cards. And if you craft yourself, and you probably do because you're on here, or if you have crafty friends. And I love this one, so love the pens. And look how pretty that is, all colored in. This one is by Marianne Grimmer. I think that's really lovely. And notice on this card, because I always love to point out layouts, how there's just part of a piece here instead of all triple layers. This part's over here and this part's over here. Isn't that fun? Ooh, we're getting a lot of likes on this. And then a very simple but fun card. I love this. We are cut out to be friends. So just the scissors stamped and one colored in, and this is by Jeanette Swain. So I'm going to take this idea and just give my own twist on it. That's what we all do. We come up with ideas And then we just change them a little. So for today's cards, the ones that I'm making are all, I just wanted to talk about cutting a little more. You know, your base card is just half a sheet of 8.5 by 11. You can cut the long way, the hot dog or the hamburger way, whatever, and fold it, and that's your base. Then I always think in terms of, what? Tim thinks that makes no sense at all, but that's okay.
No, it's funny. Hot dog, or
Hot dog, you know. And then you just think in terms of going
very visual.
a 1/4 inch less good.
Makes me hungry. When are we going out to lunch?
Oh, right after this. We have actually a standing date. When this is over, we skip out and we split a burger down at My Burger. and just relax. It's
My
just kind
Burger
of
is
fun.
the name of the restaurant.
Yeah.
It's not Karen's Burger. But
That's right. That's right. I dabble in several industries. Oh, Tracy, Sandy, great. So then when you want to go a 1/4 inch less, it's going to be 5 1/4 by 4. And then on this one, I went a 1/2 inch less. So it's just fun to think of that because you always just think of quarters as you're layering. So it just makes life a lot easier. So in going a 1/2 inch less, then it ends up being, well, we're going to wing it. I'm not going to think about it on here, but it's a 1/2 inch less. So I am going to take Smoky Slate and the scissors. Oh, Pam just shared the video. Thank you, Pam Brownlee. Oh, and I love it when you guys say hi to each other. You know, it's just kind of fun because people kind of get to know each other. I'm going to just stamp this randomly on this card. Don't really have a plan. See if I work myself into a corner sometimes. But okay, that's fine. So I've done that in Smoky Slate. So now I can put that on this card. I guess I just left that off. And then I am layering it on Tempting Turquoise. These are the same two colors I actually did fussy cut. I told him this fussy cutting is another technical term.
It is.
And so I cut out the scissors, and then the stitch shapes framelits are my absolute most used framelits. And I will put this right on here. Oh, and then with this, I'm going to use glue dots because I can kind of scrunch them up. And this way they'll be a little bit popped, but not real popped, if that makes sense. It won't be real high. I'm going to put one more on here.
You can also
Enough for this.
scrunch them up, not just scrunch them up.
Yeah, I suppose I could do that. Okay. But how fun that is. And here's a separate one. Now this one I did all of the scissors going in a row. So just two different ways, but an easy card that would make much. And, you know, and if you have crafting friends, you could easily say, we are cut out to be friends, and then happy birthday, my crafty friend.
And there's the
That'd be
original.
a great, and there's the one that inspired me. So, oh, and I loved her little rhinestone. I got to go add those. Okay, so that's the little scissors. Rebecca says she's jealous about how quickly I open and close. See, you just sit and practice, and then it'll just come really quickly. That's pretty funny. Okay, the next one I'm going to use out of here is this little clothespin. And here you're going to see I have done my cardstock the same way. It's a 1/4 inch smaller. This time I have Pool Party and Crumb Cake. Oh, Fran Weinberg, thank you for sharing too. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put this on. I don't usually, I always say you're a real optimist if you assemble your card before it's finished, because you know you aren't going to need that second side of the card. But this is for a very simple card. And I am just going to quickly color. So I'm using the same two colors that I have here. So it's Pool Party and Crumb Cake. And now I could put words sorry on here, or, you know, I'm just going to leave it because it's like you're standing in the corner. And inside I'd be saying, so sorry I was all tied up and couldn't do whatever. Does that make sense? So there's my take on that. Tim's laughing. I could think of some other sayings, but we won't go there. And then if I want to make it a little bolder, I have the same thing, and now I've just changed it to cherry.
I just noticed that she turned that blank piece of paper over to tape it. She could have just...
I do that. Do you guys do that? That is just so funny because it's the same size. I don't need to turn it over. And this is not very crooked. I mean, this is quite crooked.
Yes.
But it probably fits this little character. So this time I cut out the little clothespin and I actually wrapped some twine around it. So
Making her really tied up.
yeah. But I thought, but isn't that fun? And I'm just going to get a couple of little tiny glue things there. Okay. And I'm going to put that there. We have plenty of stamps that say "so sorry," so that could go on the front. And I haven't tied the bottom down here, but you'll see it. But I actually might take this off and use it on another card because I have some other ideas. But just wanted to share a couple of quick ideas to do with this stamp set. And now Tim is going to do something. Again, this is the stamp set, and he's going to show you what he's doing. And that's the box the gift came in of the name. It's Jerry Joyner.
Okay. The box and the gift. This is unbelievable.
That was just for the name. The gifts are out there.
Jerry Joyner, Macon, Georgia, and the gifts is unbelievable. Just
Barbara Joyce, you're all agreeing. That's great, Karen. It's a funny thing we do. Okay.
wooden pens made, homemade, handmade on a lathe. And this one is called Kingwood, and I assume this is zebra wood. But they are beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And as you may know, that I'm a journaler. I journal all the time. And so the pen is a perfect thing for me. So with that in mind, Jerry Joyner, I am going to use from Crafting Forever. That's my motto in life. I've been doing this forever. Not. The pens, the 3 pens. And we actually decided that this one is the closest.
Tim decided that.
Okay, I decided that.
He plans a lot.
That's
so
a fountain pen, and that is got the top that pulls off. So this is perfect. Perfect. Okay. With that in mind, I am going to do first mark. Mm-hmm. This is going to be fun. Oh, this don't.
That one opens differently. This is old
Now, how did
school.
you say you slide those so easily? You don't. You don't. Now, am I actually going to do this?
Yes.
Okay.
There's your paper right over there.
Oh, it's covered up. Okay. Now, if you think that mistakes are obvious with black ink, check this out. This is so cool. See any mistakes? None at all.
He's going to leave it just like that.
None at all. Okay. Now, I picked out 2
I'll
colors.
be his assistant. That's the end. You got to emboss first.
Oh, I do. Okay. And this little
I showed him how to do it because we made another set, but he didn't do it. So we'll see what he remembers.
this little handy machine, you put, I think, just a couple of flakes. No, you actually use a lot.
Of course, it would have been fun to see how well he colored in those invisible lines.
Okay, this is so fun because look at that. Is that beautiful?
Rebecca said that pad she can open. I said, yes.
This is just the beginning. Now you actually shake it off. And I think, Karen, you might have tapped it like that. And this is my favorite part. She said, I don't need to do that because, you know, they don't need to
You
watch
can hand it to me, but you know.
No. This is so fun. That makes embossing really fun. Okay. And then the tool. Put it on high. Burning my fingers. She said I could tell when it was happening. Oh, I actually can. Because I'm looking at the sunlight.
And if it's too hot for your fingers, you can always do something like this to hold it, just tying with the
Okay.
other hand.
Okay.
Or, you know, like chopsticks or something, so I'm worried about it.
Well, that is so cool. I love it. But now, the way you see it is in the sunlight, and you can kind of see that it's raised up. Very cool. So anyway, Karen says they don't want to watch you cut this out from scratch.
But you could color it. They could watch you color it. That's
okay.
quick.
Okay.
Those,
Which ones were
those front two are yours.
Okay.
Hard to share space here, you know.
I thought we were using black. Okay, so
Yeah, that would be black.
seriously, I am colorblind, so. Karen actually looks at this and sees which end is which. I've never done that. I've always just opened them up, and I usually open up the wrong end.
Zoe bats less than 50-50.
I do. Less than 500.
Catherine was saying you don't need to hold the embossing thing. So yeah, you don't, especially if you don't want to burn the paper. But you know, for first try, whatever works.
I think I should be a martyr.
Kimberly loves her.
I should be a martyr and hold the paper. Okay, which end? And
Yes, and
hold
see
the
if you
paper
can get
and
burned.
see if I can burn myself. Yeah. Now, I actually did this earlier, and I found out that when you are coloring next to embossing, you can actually kind of destroy the embossing by being too aggressive.
And so
here- here's another thing.
let me
that
make
I-
another thing. If you found that out, it more than likely means the embossing wasn't totally set, because otherwise
Oh.
you really could clean it off and do it. But
Oh.
it would happen
Well,
if it weren't really set. And Tina says her husband does all of the embossing. They emboss, well, that's
Seriously.
cool. So Tim, what do you think about that? He's lucky I don't
probably do
emboss
that.
a ton.
I should probably do that.
I
Now,
love embossing, but I don't do a ton of it.
I just filled in the little tiny gaps with this end, did the bulk of it with that end. Pretty smart, huh? Okay, now you want me to cut it out?
Yeah, no.
No. I already did. See this little red
So
tray?
he did cut and color. But
Do you
I
know where
embossed.
this tray is from? This is from the holidays at Starbucks. I've worked at Starbucks
Many
for
years ago.
15 years, and they throw these out, and I bring them home, and Karen puts them to good use. Now, this had the 3 of them on. We cut those off because we're not going to use those. And this is my colored pen. But down there, I don't know. I asked if Karen wanted me to cut down the middle. This isn't putsy cutting. What'd you call it?
Fussy cutting.
Fussy cutting. This is, and it is.
Maybe I should have said yes.
It is fussy cutting. Now this,
Oh, Mary Hart, thank you for sharing the video. And 2 more. It just says 3 others.
Okay, now-
That's fabulous.
this is my table. This indicates table. Oh, I could have either side. I got
It's your wood table,
I
you know,
am,
and that's
I
what
am
you write
going to have
on.
a dark table. Where'd you put it? Here you go.
That's the new wood grain paper. Just love all the choices in that.
What do you think?
Can you zoom in so we can see better? Are people having trouble seeing? Oh, yeah, maybe we'll have them do that. Hold up the different parts.
Okay. And
It's always hard to figure out what to do,
this
because
is
maybe
the
we
paper.
should zoom in next week more if people are
This
saying
is the
that. So
paper
let us know.
that I'm going to write on. With my zebra wood. Thanks.
That works. Do you want to know how to spell it?
Thanks. Thanks a million. Okay. So far, so good. Now, okay, thanks a million. Okay, now I'm going to actually put this at an angle because I'm right-handed, so I'm going to be writing. My table is square, but every time I like to find some reason to smash it down. Okay? Now this one I'm going to do these.
Sure.
Sure, why not? Okay, let's find another one. Okay.
Oh, Teresa, thanks. You just shared too. Oh, would love it when you guys share the video. It just really helps us out. Now, how cool is that?
How cool is that? Thanks a million.
And he's sending this card to Jerry Joyner.
Yes.
So thank you so much. So very fun. You know, Tim is the one-of-a-kind card. I'll take all these extra pens and turn them into some other cards. But wonderful. Thank you, Tim. Oh, and people are liking that.
Thought she was going to take these pens and turn them into cards. No.
Oh, lots of hearts, Tim. People love
She
that.
meant these. Anyway.
And Joanne loved that you added the personal handwriting. Joanne Barkley, that's great.
Thanks a million.
Yep, he smashed it.
I did.
Jan Mackles, that's wonderful.
It's my trademark. I will always find something to smash.
Okay, now it is back to me.
Karen's back.
Oh, thanks, you guys. Today I'm going to be showing a couple more cards. Oh, look at all the thumbs up and hearts you got, Tim. Oh, you guys liked him, so that's just wonderful.
Nice.
Look at all that. Oh, thanks, everyone. Look at all those great comments. And we go look at them afterwards. Jacqueline, Janet, Donna, Catherine, Kim, Vanessa, Patricia, Wendy, Lareed, Terry. Oh, how wonderful. Now, you guys know I showed this once before. This is a trifold card, and this is one of the 4 cards you get free from me in a kit. You make the cards, but they're all the pieces are cut and assembled when you place a $50 order or more in my online store. Oh, and the host code is, it's always on my website, so you can always go to KarenTitus.com or stampingonthebackporch.com. But right now it's QS3Z9D4D. And there's lots of cool things like the paper pack of that wood. And this is just a fabulous set. Today I'm going to show a couple of things using the stamp set. So these are not cards in your kit, but just showing you more ideas. Today we're going to focus on autumn. And actually, in the card kit, we're going to be using the Thinlit. So today I'm using the stamps on this first card. And now we've done, okay, I just have to make myself some room here. And I would like to know if it would make sense to make this lower for next time. I just don't want to lose, you know, if you need to see like the whole area. So, and we're not, does an iPhone have a zoom on it? You know, I wouldn't even know that.
No,
so
we just adjust this.
Okay.
But, yeah, you have quite a bit of stuff down there now, so I'll leave it the way it is.
Yeah, no, we'll leave it for today, and then we'll just experiment, because I think it might be just hard to figure out. So, today we are going to do the baby white technique. Tim did this when we were doing batik. No, not batik. What was it? Tie-dye.
Tie-dye.
Tie-dye. So if you remember that, and I've done it a lot. Leaves are my favorite thing to do it with. So I did it in the autumn too with an autumn card, but we'll just start with another one. And I usually use, if I'm doing autumn leaves, I usually use the Rich Regals, but I'm going to go with the Bold Brights. So I'm going to do Rich Razzleberry. So I have a baby wipe here, and I'm just spreading out some re-inker. And I like to start with the darkest first. Then I'm using Pumpkin Pie. Okay, and then I'm going to go fill in. Tim's birthday is June 16th. Actually, next week is when I'm going to... June 17th. Better not ask me. Next week, I'm going to make his card online. Next week will be right before his birthday, and the next week will be right after. So hopefully he'll have some cards. And then I'm going to kind of fill in with my lightest color, which is Daffodil Delight. So here are my colors. And the thing that's cool about this technique is every time it's going to be different. Let's see, I probably should have used my pad, but I'm not going to. It's okay. Okay, so then I'm going to start with the larger filled flower. So I'm going to just ink it up and down a few times.
It's a maple leaf, I think.
Is it?
Yeah.
Probably, yes, it probably is. What did I call it?
Like flower.
No, I was talking about that I've done flowers with this technique. I would not confuse a leaf with a flower.
We can check the video later.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure Tim will sit and rewatch it again. What is the dimension of your trifold? Oh, you know, the outer layer is a 5.5 by 4 1/4, a quarter sheet of paper. And then the two smaller ones that nestle into each other, when they're folded, they're 5 1/4 by 4. So it'd be what, 5 1/4 by 8? See how confidently I'm saying that?
Flower or a leaf. It is actually
And
very
then
pretty.
I
very
will just
pretty.
fill in a little bit with a couple of little leaves. Oh, and I'll put some words on here. Oh, I like that.
I do too.
Okay, you make me smile. Oh, this one could use a little re-inking. That's how you start noticing it. It's not as bright and bold as I'd like it to be. So I'll put re-inker on before I use it again. And then this is going to go right on. I'm going to do the same layering we've done before. I've done the same simple things all day. And on the pumpkin pie and the rich raspberry. And what I like here is you see a lot of the yellow. So it's kind of like the 3 colors. Now I did one earlier. This is one thing I practiced. And this one doesn't have as much yellow. So it's interesting how they're all different. And this time I also used the outside. There's an outside stamp of the leaf. So you can just see the difference. You can finish that way or leave it. I really like both.
Which one do you do first? The inside or the outside?
And you know, it doesn't even matter. In fact, it doesn't matter enough that so much that I was just also going to show. And I don't have a clue if this is going to turn out. I've done it with other things, but sometimes, you know, with practice, it looks better. Let's say if I do a few more of these. You can.
You might think that we prepare these questions that I ask ahead of time.
But no. It's pushing it for me to grab Tim's attention long enough to show him what he needs to do for the day or prepare.
I just like to.
And then you can do these totally not anything to do with them. It's a whole nother look. So Tim was gonna,
Okay.
Tim, this
Show
I
me.
should have had you
Okay,
do this
no.
one.
Yeah. Okay, show me one, do another one, and show me how you get it all lined up. Do an actual leaf.
Okay.
And then do that.
Okay, I will do that. Do we have why don't you get me, I'll do one right here. But now look how interesting this is. So these are really 3 very interesting looks. And, you know, and coming out of this colorful season set, I just think there's so much you can do. So, you know, you can make great guys cards, change the colors. But those are 3 totally different looks using the same technique and the same stamps.
And on
Do you
this,
have a favorite, Tim?
well, on this one, you could actually, instead of you make me smile, you could say you make me cringe. Or,
I don't think so. I actually, on this one, will probably use one of the bigger word stamps in here, since I'm going to leave that at the top. So isn't that fun? So those are some quick ideas to do. Oh, yes, Tim wanted to see how you would, he's putting me on the spot here. No, I'm not going to use the back. I'll just use a little corner because I'm going to use those, you know, for more cards. So if that's my leaf,
which it is.
and then it's clear. Yep, I'm using a baby wipe. Oh, wonderful. Yep, and the ink drop, yep, they're all on a baby wipe. I guess I missed that, but thank you for answering, you guys. See, and then I look through right here. And the thing about stamping, it doesn't have to be perfect. We'll see how perfect, but see, that was pretty perfect.
That was actually perfect. Yes, very good.
So, aren't those fun? I think, you know, you'll just have fun with these. And I think for spring, you could do this look with different greens, and you'd have a nice, fun look that way. So, or you could do November and have it be browns, you know, that would be, it's just all very fun. And then I was going to show one more quick one. And this one I haven't really finished either, but I just thought, well, this would be fun. I took the thinlits for the outside of these little leaves, and I thought I would just create with this. So the 3 colors that see, I even missed a color. I don't have raspberry, but I just picked some of the colors, and here are my 1/4 inches again. Each one goes a 1/4 inch down, just to show if you want to do multiple layers. Oh, Barbara said she liked the middle one best, and you know what's interesting? Oh, because I would love to hear people's comments. I'll have to put this up, but was this the way I had them? So when we're saying middle, is this what we mean? This one could be the unfinished card, so I'll put those around. Actually, I'll finish the cards and put a post on and ask which one people like most, so that's good. And here's one of the bigger things, so that's why I was thinking I might put on the one, Life is a Beautiful Thing. And I thought that's a fun thing, so I'm going to put that on first. And now I really, really haven't planned this out, but my thought was it would just be fun to have leaves falling. Another autumn card here. See if I get, oh, I did do a lot of colors. I did 5 colors here, so we'll see. Okay. So I'm just gonna kind of have these coming down. However, and yes, put them on there. Put them on there. Let's see. Need another yellow. So you can see how this would just be fun to just sit and play with. So great. And someone's asking about the dimensions of the trifold again. Did it not? You know what? Why don't I do that next week? Because then I'll pre-measure it first so I can tell you again. Because since I show that one every week, I usually show one of the cards and then the others are surprises. But it's an awesome deal. If you place an order in my store and get the card kit, you get all of the dimensions for everything, all of the details, you know, so you can go back and use it with anything. Yeah, oh, Donna said, yes, the trifold was in last week's episode, so it also explained it there. So wonderful. If you scroll down on my Facebook page, you'll come to last week's. But I agree, Catherine. I love leaves, and leaves are so perfect for everything. You know, and there are also snowflakes in there. One of these times we're going to use the snowflakes, so we just can hit these different seasons.
Okay. So this weekend, it's going to be like 95 degrees, and Karen hates hot weather.
Oh, yes.
And so what she's showing now are fall cards.
Yes, I'm dreaming.
And
we're going to have
and she's talking
all 4
about
grandkids here sleeping over, and I thought, oh, am I going to really keep them in the house? They're predicting 105 heat index.
Feels like.
I'm not going outside, so we're going to have to figure that one out. But because, you know, what I say about Thailand, I might have a really good experience looking out under the beautiful scenery because I do not like hot weather. Jim will be out exploring, so it's all good. So again, next week, Tim and I will be making each other cards, and so if you think of it and are inclined, send Tim a card. He'd love to open it live.
Yes, I would.
And the special is that, oh, those of you that ordered paper shares, we are just waiting on the Eastern Palace. I think it came in, and I'm waiting for it to get delivered to my house so I can finish them. They're finished other than that. And unless you have any other questions, I think that's it. This was just really fun. Yeah, Rebecca, I'm making snowflakes all weekend. I don't know how you keep all these kids. Our grandkids, we have 2 5-year-olds, a 3-year-old, and a 1-year-old. So it's gonna be interesting. And I think that's it. We sure appreciate you guys, and it was really fun last month having my birthday and getting all these cards, and now this month for Tim. And again, if it's your birthday month, send me an email or a message and put your address in it, even if I already have it. I just don't get around to going to looking up addresses, so I just need to be reminded. So let me know if you have any questions, and thank you all for being here, and I will go back and read everything. And you guys have a wonderful week wherever you are, and thank you for all the wonderful comments.
Any other comments?
Terry said, explain how to make thinlits. Oh, you know, as we had talked about running things through the Big Shot, I don't think I've shown that for a while yet. So I will cover that. So that will be great. Okay. Thank you, everyone. And thank you guys for sharing too. Bye.
Yep. Thank you. Bye-bye.